Hey everyone, and welcome back to Basketball Trending, and in today's video, we're talking about 6 things you didn't know about the NBA bubble. This is a really interesting topic, of course, to talk about because with the current coronavirus events going on, this has been the only way that they have been able to at least attempt to resume basketball playing. If you don't know what the bubble is, it's essentially a closed environment for the NBA players to ensure their safety due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The bubble is situated currently in Orlando, Florida. So let's get right into it, guys. Starting off at number 1, boundaries. When the bubble was first started, the players had to remain in self-isolation for the next 8 days before rejoining the team. This, of course, was to ensure that everything was safe before they could enter the bubble area. However, that rule has now been changed, and the players, staff, and other people at the sites, of course, like the hotels, the arenas, all those places, will not be required to quarantine as of now, and the media members cleared quarantine last week. But the league will now have boundaries put in place for, of course, people that are spectating, people that are following, of course, the protocols and things like that. Media members will be confined to a residence space, and according to The Athletic, everyone at the bubble will face very strict mask and glove rules. Strict physical distancing, of course, 6 feet apart, of the NBA participants, and testing regularly for the virus. Coming in at number 2, who is allowed inside the bubble? Well, according to CNN, the NBA continues to explore options for the season's return, including allowing the rest of the entire season to be played in a closed environment, news reports say. Family members may be allowed in to watch, of course, their relatives play, but this means they, of course, do have to be very careful with being subjected to testing protocols and following all the rules, just like I previously mentioned about wearing masks, gloves, and social distancing. Coming in at number 3, let's talk about the food schedule. So the players are given food 3 different times a day: breakfast at 8 a.m., lunch at noon, and dinner at 6. They are provided food at their doorsteps by delivery people, of course, with social distancing and safety protocols being taken. Then they can choose whatever they like, and it's totally up to the players, of course, if they want to eat sandwiches, bacon, oatmeal, orange juice, same type of thing that they would be doing normally. Like the screenshot, of course, you'll see on screen, I'll provide a little bit of info in regards to that. However, Richmond Holmes of the Sacramento Kings left the bubble after the initial quarantine period to pick up a food delivery. Because of this, he is required to self-quarantine for 10 days to ensure he is, of course, free of the virus. He even posted on Twitter about his situation, saying, quote, "After the initial quarantine period, I briefly and accidentally crossed the NBA campus line to pick up a food delivery. I am currently in quarantine and have 8 days left. I apologize for my actions and look forward to rejoining teammates for our playoff push." Coming in at number 4, activities inside the bubble. The league is trying their best to make the players as comfortable and as entertained as possible, because of course it definitely does get tough, I would imagine, being so away from everything else for a period of time. I'm sure the pay is very good, of course, so I'd imagine I wouldn't mind that very much, but it definitely can get grueling, especially on the mental health of the people involved. So the league is currently trying to make everybody as entertained as possible with a lot of physical activities, such as golf. Golf is one of actually the few approved activities, along with theme park rides, bass fishing, and yard games, which are, of course, 3 different options for them. And as you guys can see in the video, JJ Redick of the New Orleans Pelicans tweeted this video of him playing golf, which actually went a little viral on Twitter, became a sort of social media frenzy with around 10,000 retweets. Number 5, the daily routine inside the bubble. This is probably one of the most curious things because obviously I'm sure you guys are wondering, how does this change from the day-to-day NBA life? And the daily routine bubble honestly is pretty similar to the ones they follow in normal life. They again are given breakfast at 8 like I mentioned, and continue just practicing like they always would. And around 12 again they eat noon like I mentioned. They can continue out their regular activities, again golf, fishing, all these different things. They're trying, of course, to keep themselves entertained. Around 6 like I mentioned, they eat dinner and they kind of call it a day. It's pretty much the same exact thing they'd be doing. They're still practicing hard and, of course, trying to get in ship shape for the competitions. And closing off our list today with the final fact, let's talk about the Dwight Howard controversy. So, although life in the bubble might seem pretty comfortable and at least relatively satisfying for all the players involved, it doesn't mean that they could just go out and break rules and regulations that have been set by the league. Like I mentioned earlier, of course, after Richmond Holmes of the Sacramento Kings left the bubble, he was forced to self-quarantine for 10 days to ensure he was free of the virus. And this is something, again, that Dwight Howard of the Lakers did. He posted a video against masks masks and called vaccinations stupid and dangerous. Part of his logic for not wearing a mask was that he did not know that the coronavirus be flying through the air looking for people, end quote. Apparently believing that some people think the COVID-19 virus, of course, is an airborne viral hunter that stalks prey or something of that nature. He did bring up that he felt safe in the bubble, and it's probably more safe than anywhere else, which could very well be true, but this did cause a lot of controversy, and the NBA was definitely not very happy about his comments. For a player this big and famous, I could see why such a sort of controversial comment would definitely upset some people. So definitely important to keep that in mind. Of course, when you are in the NBA, of course, you are contracted by your employers. This is not something, unfortunately, where you can go out and just say kind of whatever you want. So by coming out and speaking against these sort of rules and regulations, he definitely did cause a lot of tension with his team and with the rest of the NBA. That being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If there are any facts about the bubble that you guys feel that we missed, definitely let us know, of course, down below in the comments. Definitely make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball videos coming very soon. Thank you guys so much, as always, for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.